When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. That door led to the laundry room and the kitchen that needed cleaning. No, Stanley did not go through the door on the right because that led to the game Rising World, and there were chores to be done. Stanley, are you even listening to me? The door to the left leads to the chores. The right door leads to Rising World. In this video, we continue taking a look at the Rising World gameplay using the survival mode. Don't forget, if you liked the video, subscribe, because it really helps out the channel. Take a look at some of the other videos that are available. I have videos on other games, and also other media topics. Anyways, back into Rising World. Hello all, so now we're back in the randomly generated world of Rising World. The world that is always rising. Since my previous video, there's a few things that I've done. First of all, I went and collected a bunch of wood, because I know that I'm going to need wood for the roof, because I'm either going to do some shinglings or some thatch, plus we also need wood for the door. While I was out getting wood, I had gathered some plants because I made a sickle. So this will prepare us to test out some farming. So I got some carrots and pumpkin seeds and all these items I got stored in here. So once we're ready, we'll try out the farming system. And yes, the hunger and thirst system does work now. If you go into here, you'll see that my hunger is at 97 and thirst is at 95. I have kept myself replenished by eating watermelon and tomatoes. I also found out that I could go down to the water there and press F while looking at the water to drink out of it as well. I guess that's not salt water out there. Maybe that's just a really big lake. Now, someone left a comment on my previous video with a tip that if you want, you can resize the individual blocks. For example, I have this one block of stone bricks here, while holding down the shift key, just like a lot of things, like with the frames and so on. If you hold down the shift key and press the arrow keys on your keyboard, you can actually change the size of an individual block. So that way, so there's 2 reasons. One, if you want to save on resources, you can have one block take up like a bigger space. Like for example, if I wanted to make these walls, I could have used maybe one block and just made the block really big, just by expanding the one block. The other benefit is that you get to make, how do I put this? Make things of a smaller scale. By using this technique, I made some more wooden logs as cylinders, but then I shrunk them and lengthened them to make these wooden rafters. So instead of having like these, this is what they look like after shrinking them. So before shrinking them, then of course they would look more like this. They would take up the one size in the grid. So that's how they would normally look. That's what they look like when I made these pillars here. By using the resize options, I can make them smaller to make these rafters, which look pretty cool. I would imagine you can use those to make a lot more detailed things, but I'm not going to get into more detailed stuff right now. We want to finish our house. So I'm going to make a door. You'll also notice I brought the workbenches over. So I got the permanent one here and the regular one over here. I made a barrel for storing plant works, and then I made the chest for storing the other plant stuff. Plant stuff for farming. For now, let's work on that door so we can get that out of the way. So I will need iron sheets and lumber. Lumber is pretty easy. I'll make a couple of those because I might need more in the future. And we have our trusty anvil right here for making the iron sheets. Now we should have enough to make the door. There we go. Bada boom, bada bing. I think it'll open this way. Yeah, so let's place it. Test it. Yeah, there we go. I want opening inwards. Okay. I still got some more iron cooking here. As I traveled out to get more wood, I also went and got more ore. I haven't done any mining yet. This is all ore obtained from just boulders that were on the surface. Fill all that in. Turn it back on. Also, while I was out gathering wood, I also came across a small coal like a coal vein. So I've been filling this with coal. There. Today I want to finish the roof. And after that, I figured we'll find an area to maybe start farming. So where's my ladder? Because I'm probably going to need that. Coal back. And now... Okay, so under building... And then way down here... Under the roofing. So there's the thatch roof, which I thought looked more primitive, which is kind of like the look I'm going for. There's also this kind of thatching, which actually looks closer to what the look I want to go for. I need lumber for that, so let's make a whole bunch more lumber, because I'm going to need a lot of blocks for this. Buildings, we'll use this type. Give me the maximum. And we want to make that sloped. Now we can hop up there. So I got my trusty ladder ready. Guess over here. Probably need a second ladder too. Yeah, I'll go build a second ladder. And that one should be able to go right up on top of that one. So it's either going to be part way down or part way up. Let's try it part way up. Let's see if that still works. It does. Okay, great. Now that we're up here, we got these ready. Now, of course, it's a little tricky because we have the elbow shape, right? So that means that in the middle, we are going to bring up... Oh, have to be near the workbench. There. So eventually, I'm going to use one of these inner slopes. Yeah, let's put down these pieces along the sides first. So starting from there, because here is going to be one of the inner side slopes. And then here. Man, I'm really glad that we have that really long reach. I'm going to take that tree down because it's not going to harm the building, but it will probably poke through. Okay, so that'll be like that, that. Wow, I can really hear the wind picking up. I think it might be in for a storm. Even more important to get that roof going. Wow. You can really see the wind blowing the grass around. Is it? Wow. I really want to get into... Whoa! I really want to get indoors. Cozy up next to a fire. That is something I want to do as well. Eventually, once we get the roof on, I want to take a bit of this wall and make like a... Oh, wow, that ended fast. And make like a fireplace. Nope. Okay. No more distractions. I'm going to need more wall up there, like more of the stone wall. Oh, I got so used to going back there for the workbench. Workbench is over here. I'm going to choose a slightly different type of stone for the part that's up there. So let's... that will work. Okay, now let's head back up there. I don't know how audible it is, but from my point of view, the wind is really super strong. Like, it sounds like there's like a hurricane going on. I don't know how noticeable it is in the video. Oops. And it's getting nighttime too. I don't have a bed yet. I still have my primitive shelter. I think, yeah, once I get this down, I'll go take a nap. Okay, that is not a height to fall from. Gotcha. Will sleeping for the night also end the weather? Does not seem like it. That's fine. Don't forget the overhangs. This will go here. Good, good, good. Okay. We got part of a roof there. Oh, I was off by a block there. Fortunately, I have stairs. There, good. Probably running low on the thatch roof, but that's fine because we got plenty of wood. And now, take this ladder down. Don't jump. Back to building, and back to roofing, and we'll make a whole bunch of these. Should be easy to see how this is going to turn out. Yes, that one was placed there by mistake. I'll replace the pick with the sledgehammer. We'll get that block back. We'll get that block back later. So I need to be near the workbench again. Oh, that fall was by accident. So I want this one. So I guess the sound of the wind is dependent on whether or not you're in a shelter, because it seems to disappear when I go indoors now that there's a roof. Careful. Near the workbench so I can change the shape again. That is a pretty nice feature too. Instead of having to make X number of blocks of cubes and some as slopes, the fact that there's an option to just make blocks and then change their shapes later is pretty nice. I've kind of seen more and more survival games that have that option, where you make like a generic block and then you choose the shape like as you're placing it. I'm actually getting a little concerned about falling. I think I'm too used to playing like Minecraft, where yeah, Minecraft you can fall from a height like this, and it's not gonna like kill you. But I don't see my health coming back that quickly here. I don't think food helps either. Let me try eating a tomato. Now, there's no number for health, but I'm just looking at my health bar in the bottom left. Okay. Just had a quick break there because I had to answer the phone, but now we're back in the game. Gonna need a few more blocks. Good thing I did bring the workbench in here. Oh, it still says I need it. How close am I? I guess I'm not close enough? Okay, I don't want to drop down, so let's take the ladder again. There, more thatched roof. I'll need some more lumber, so I'll little crap that up too. Okay, back up onto the roof. I guess I'll work on this side now. Whoa. That's odd. Why is that one odd? There. Don't know why that was odd, but it's fixed now. I'll leave a space because that's where there's going to be a corner slope. Wow, still cloudy out. Those are really, like, realistic looking clouds. On a different map that I was on, I saw like a mountain in the background, and almost near the top of the mountain were clouds, like in front of the mountain. I was like, wow, that's a really cool effect. I think this might be off by one. Get out the trusty sledgehammer. I think I have to go back down anyways, because I have to change the shape of the blocks. I fell off the ladder. Like, the audio in this game is pretty nice. Like, the way different things sound. Like right now, my footsteps sound like I'm in an empty room. So I want the corner slope. That's right. While I'm here, I might as well make some more of these. I did that again. I exited, so I chose it, select corner slope. There. And then, of course, we'll do the final touches later. Like that. Does it still consider me close? No. I'm not considered close to the workbench. Maybe I should just build another one. Put it on top here. That's what I would do in Minecraft. I'd just build another workbench and bring it up here. I can't do that, even if I wanted to, because you need the primitive one, which I could build a primitive one. I'm just worried about falling again. I think I'm just too used to playing this game in creative mode. There. Sometimes a ladder can be tricky going up and down. Could do some of it from here too. Okay, I'm just going to head back up there. Because I haven't discovered a way of getting their health up. Food doesn't seem to do it. At least in a different playthrough, I did try making bandages, but bandages just seem to help with bleeding, not actual health. Maybe sleeping for the night will help with health. There. So the majority of the roof is done. Now we just need to do little things like the overhangs. Ooh, I thought I was going to have to jump and risk misplacing the block. But that seems to be okay. It's like, that is right at the very edge of my reach. Now, we do the undersides. Oh, the blocks are all misaligned. I'm not going to worry about that right now. Let's just continue with other stuff. Okay, so that is that lined up. Oh no, it is tilted. Okay. There, that's right. Like that, and then this needs some more on this side. And how many you got left? 3. Okay, let's get this roof done. Building thatched roof. Guess so I don't have to run back in. I am going to make one piece, which is the sloped corner. I guess that is one benefit about not having... Hey, there's a pumpkin here. Not having to... Or benefit about not making the pieces individually is in a case like this. If I do just want the one piece. instead of having to go back. Sometimes that can be tricky. It is 6, a count of 6. Like to rotate it, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to rotate it 45 degrees. $90. Yeah, to rotate it 90 degrees. This piece will go here. Although this is like a wooden thatch, it still has like a clunky stone sound when you place them down. There. Now the thatched roof on our cottage is done. It's even got the overhangs. It's complete, and if you go inside, you don't hear the wind. There, and we have one piece left. Got some watermelon seeds, so I'm going to put those over here. And tree saplings to keep over here. So we want to take a look at farming. I want to do it right behind here where it's kind of flat. Yeah, let's take down these little bushes. These little trees. That one. I did try with the sickle on these bushes and flowers and didn't seem to bring up anything, just makes it disappear. And we'll try planting over here. So, what do we need to plant? Probably going to need tools, so let's make sure we have plenty of iron. If we go back to the workbench, or just bring up the crafting, find that there is a rake, a scythe, and a hoe. I'm assuming the hoe will turn the ground into, like, farming ground. The rake in the previous edition sort of flattened out the area, if I recall correctly. So let's... I only take sticks as well. May as well get that too. I'm going to get the scythe too. So now we're laden up on tons of tools. So we'll keep the bottom row here for tools. Okay, let's try the rake. Yeah. That also does the job of clearing the grass. Now the scythe will clear the grass as well. The rake also clears the grass, but it also turns the ground to like dirt, where the scythe will leave it like a greeny grass patch. Aha. Yes, so by right-clicking, I'm getting the ground to raise up. So see this dip here? If I right-click, it will raise it a bit. There, that's the difference. And this will just kind of try to flatten it out. So we'll try raising this. Just so we have a nice flat area that we can start planting crops. We'll keep that one tree there. So over here, we'll see if we can raise this too. Now we'll try flattening this down to basically level that out. Oops, wrong one. There we go. If you hear me saying oops a lot, it's because I'm human. And to err is human. Rake can go, scythe can go. Okay, we now have the hoe, so let's see what this looks like. Good, good, good. Yeah, so it turns that into, like, tilled soil. Yeah, I'm assuming it turns that block, so to speak, into it, because it doesn't matter what angle I'm at, it will still be the same direction, which is nice. That way it's easier for things to line up. Great, so let's head back inside. We'll grab some of our saplings and our seeds, and we'll plant them, and we'll go from there. So what, pumpkins? Hemp, yep. Yep. Carrot for eating, which I'm okay with right now. Let's see if we can just place them in our hands and plant them. Yep, there we go. Those are the pumpkins. Put the hemp over here. I don't know if they have to be a certain distance apart or anything. We got a couple of watermelons. Those can go here. And tomatoes. Which will go... let's do it at this end. And a whole bunch of carrots. There. Like I said, I haven't actually looked into the farming yet, but I do remember that there was a watering can. But you need a modern workbench for that. So I don't know if the watering can is important or if the plants will just grow on their own. It's actually kind of peaceful in here. Like I'm not sure if this is just my mind. Oh, it's raining. It's like when I'm inside, I can hear the rain, but it's very muted, which is like just like you expect in real life. We had more resources. We got the roof on. We got these rafters. We got the farm started with some plants growing. I would call that a rather productive day. Let's end in this episode here. Listen to the rhythm of the falling rain, which is pretty nice. In the next video, what we'll do is maybe we'll start looking at some furniture. I want to get the spinning wheel going so we can make some cloth. Because with the cloth we can make things like a water skin and we can make beds and so on. So we'll leave that for the next video. That's going to be it for this one. I hope you join me for the next video. Take care, everyone.